What is going on, everybody? Roga here, and I'm excited as everybody else about Tenkaichi 4. Now, I'm a little worried for it because this is a new age of gaming, because we love Tenkaichi 3 because of the huge roster it had. I mean, yeah, there are some irrelevant characters such as Dr. Wheelo, Aider, maybe even Grandpa Gohan, because come on, no one's playing those characters. And maybe you like Nova Shenron, I don't know. I think he's kind of a forgettable character. But even though they have like all these characters that we may not really care that much about, the thing that I loved about Tenkaichi is that it introduced me to a lot of Dragon Ball lore that I didn't know about. I didn't know characters like Fasha. I didn't know characters like Bojack. I didn't know a lot of these filler characters and these movie characters. And what they did was they introduced me to them, so I went back and watched those movies because those characters were in this game. It introduced me to a lot of Dragon Ball lore. Heck, one of my favorite characters was Tapion, and I had no idea who he was. He's such a cool character. Now, this was back then whenever you paid $50 for a game, not $60, $50 for a game, you had everything. You had access to everything. You had to unlock things. Now we're in the day and age where in order for you to unlock more characters, you have to pay for them. And I'm not totally against this. I think good examples of DLC is when you pay DLC for characters that you never had access to ever, like with Dragon Ball FighterZ. After that game came out, the Broly movie came out, and then as DLC later, we got Broly and Gogeta. That's fine. But that game also made you pay for base Goku and base Vegeta. To me, that type of practice is really weird. I don't want to pay extra money for characters that I have access to already in previous games. But if some new Dragon Ball lore is created after the game has already came out, then I have no problem with that. And also, other than the roster, I just really hope that they keep the combat faithful to the Tenkaichi series, because they may change it up a little bit, kind of like how Raging Blast did, but Raging Blast is not Tenkaichi. It took a lot of things from there, but it's not the same game. And I didn't like those games too much because they slowed down the combat so much. Like if you actually go and play them, they are a lot slower than Tenkaichi. They look better, the animations were better, like on the rush moves, but the actual combat was slowed down. The maps were bigger though, that was nice. So with this game, I'm just looking for stellar graphics, fast gameplay. Please have clashes there. I love beam struggles and brawl clashes. They're not really in newer Dragon Ball Z games, but that's why we love those games, because it just felt so much like Dragon Ball Z. I don't really care about the game being competitive, because I don't really care when it comes to anime games being competitive. Dragon Ball FighterZ is cool, but Tenkaichi is kind of funny when you have these characters that don't flinch, such as Broly, Grade 8 Vegeta, and you pick someone like Master Roshi against them. Super unfair, but it just keeps it faithful to the series, and it's just a nice nod. And that's all I'm hoping for. It's just, I'm a little worried about the DLC aspect because they can milk us. A lot of us will absolutely pay DLC for characters, and they're taking a beloved franchise and they may milk it. I don't want them to poison the Tenkaichi series. Usually whenever something is golden and it dies in the past, when you try to bring it back, you kind of just taint it with this newer stuff. But I need to try my best not to be pessimistic and just be hopeful and happy that they're even continuing this series, because we've been asking for over 15 years and it is here. So tell me what you guys think. Are you a little worried, or are you just happy? Tell me what you guys think. There's a reason why we still play this game to this day.